We have an interconference affair lined up for you today as the San Antonio Spurs come in for this one. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some terrific NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony and Doris Burp reporting from the sidelines. Thrilled to be back in Orlando. The Magic ready for that home court advantage. Winning their last 3 games. They'd like to make that.
Well, it's always nice to come home. You're comfortable, you're excited, and certainly you have the fans there looking for you to bring your best basketball and get a win. And oftentimes your fans can energize you when you're in your home building.
Yeah, and emotionally, that's a huge help. I mean, it doesn't necessarily always translate to your performance on the court, but I tell you what, it does give you that sense of confidence that you can get the job done.
A look at the San Antonio Spurs opening lineup. Parker and Green are the guard pairing. Aldridge out there with Kawhi Leonard. And it's Gasol in at the 5 spot. Now, here's Green, who picked up 12 points in their last win against Atlanta.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screenplay. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Absolutely, Kevin. I mean, that took the defender right out of the play.
Leonard on the wing, defended by Gordon. 6 to shoot. That is good. Parker's got his first points in this one.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
And, of course, Tony Parker, so big for San Antonio in those championship runs. But word on the street was that Spurs coach Greg Popovich didn't always go easy on Tony. He really pushed him to the limit.
You know, it started back when Tony was invited to the Spurs summer camp before the 2001 draft. One of the scouts was really physical with Tony, really gave him a hard time, and that was really the start of his maturation process in learning to deal with the NBA.
For Orlando, they won their last contest, that game against the Atlanta Hawks.
And believe it or not, it wasn't the stars. It was about the role players. I mean, the guys who they don't usually count on for the lion's share of their points came through.
Guys, simply a complete team performance, and road wins where everybody contributes really can galvanize a team and bring it together.
Well, Clark, we've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
Yeah, we sure have. I mean, it's been a bit of a windshield wiper game. I mean, back and forth, the lead has gone 5 times, so no one in clear control yet.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game, just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Here's Fournier following the basket by LaMarcus Aldridge. Fournier dishes to Green. And Fournier kicks to Green. Green missing again.
Well, I like the defense there. Right up in his grill, didn't give him a chance.
And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there.
And Tony Parker, at least some of his success can be attributed to playing with talented bigs. I mean, in his rookie season, he plays with both the Admiral and Tim Duncan. He kept that partnership going with Duncan for several more championships. So while talented, he's also been very fortunate.
Here's Fournier. He had 19 points in the win against the Hawks in Atlanta.
But it didn't deter him from attacking defensively. His pressure was terrific. He also got 3 steals in that game.
And San Antonio has possession after the Magic pick up 2. And the dunk by Aldridge.
And he bangs down the one-hander.
2 very easy points right there for sure.
Yeah, he'll take those all day.
Presence, Clark, but they also benefited from his play.
Really, early in their careers, the only way to defend Parker and Duncan was to pack the lane, and once Tony developed a consistent jump shot, the only way to defend them was to hope and pray.
Right.
Boy, he's got a nice-looking stroke. That almost went in.
Yeah, and a lot of times he'll still knock those down no matter how good the D is.
Payton with the ball. Gasol covering, and the shot is good.
I like the setup there. Green with a really rock-solid pick.
Spurs have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Parker against Payton. Parker passes to Aldridge. He feeds it to Gasol. Spurs passing it around. The wide open look here for Aldridge. And the Spurs scoring again.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Payton kicks to Green. And it's Payton. That time on the assist by Green. Payton's got his second bucket of the night.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches who used to say, that ain't going to get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
Now here's Payton following the miss by LaMarcus Aldridge. Picked by Vucevic. Here's Fournier, guarded by Green. And Fournier gets to Green. Cranes the three-pointer. Green's got 5 now.
The lead changes hands once more. There has been no separation between these two teams.
You know, it's made for one heck of an entertaining game. Even when it hasn't been the best basketball being played, it sure has been fun to watch.
Orlando making some changes. Cole Aldrich, he's checked in for Vucevic. Hezonja comes in for Jeff Green. And it's Jody Meeks in for Fournier. Here's Dedmon. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Leonard on the wing. He's guarded by Meeks. Leonard draws the double. Inside. And stolen by Payton. Here's the break. The pass to Meeks. They get a hand on it. Leonard with the steal. By himself. Oh!
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
And that replay sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one. And Aaron Gordon gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
G's checked in for Orlando. Augustine comes in for Payton. And Jody Meeks gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. On defense, the Magic. Here's Simmons. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Augustine with it. There's the pick. Soft touch off the glass.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
All about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up.
Here's Dedmon following the bucket by Orlando. Marked down low that time, and he got the 3-second goal. Well, you know your low post players are going to take a lot of trips to the foul line. So it helps to have big men who can drain free throws like this group can. Number 1, LaMarcus Aldridge.
You know, he's got a great rhythm and form at the foul line. Sometimes we don't see that in the big fellas, but he is automatic up there.
Yeah, just call him Mr. Sure Thing. He's developed a really nice, consistent free throw stroke. And it's good to see somebody destroying that myth that big guys can't make their free throws. No hack-a-shack here.
Here's Hezonja. Taking a look at the scoring numbers, right now he averages about 9 points a game. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul. Here's Hezonja. San Antonio with the rebound. Aldridge has got his 3rd rebound tonight.
It's still early, but they've started to establish themselves on the glass here.
Yeah, scrappy, Clark, for each and every rebound. They are not backing down.
Impressive fadeaway right there. Aldridge has got it all tied up now for the Spurs. The Magic have gotten 8 of their 13 shots to find the bottom of the bucket. Augustine passes to Hezonja. Right wing, outside, Meeks. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
And they ran their offense nearly to perfection in that one. Very few possessions were wasted.
Yeah, they put the mute button on them that time. I mean, in front of a hostile crowd, they never let the fans get going. They silenced them over and over again with big, timely shots.
Now here's Anderson. Just 5 to shoot. Mills gets to the corner and buries it.
It's almost as if both teams are in a zone.
Well, offensively at least, partner. I mean, neither team's done jack diddly on D.
And it'll be Orlando with their first time out of the game right here. 1:41 left here in the first quarter. To the paint, here's Meeks. No good with the layup.
And one thing that everybody loves about Coach Pop is his frankness. You get a taste of it in interviews, but he's as honest and straightforward with you as he is with anybody else.
Now here is Augustine. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. They set the pick. And here's Meeks. He dishes it to Augustine. Shot clock at 6. Here's G. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
Shots good by Mills.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Now Augustine. 44 seconds left to play here in the first. And Greg, how about DJ Augustine and the roller coaster ride last season, beginning in Detroit, ending up in a very creditable position with the Oklahoma City Thunder?
And a lot of that was because Jennings was so inconsistent for Stan Van Gundy last year, even so much so that he started starting Augustine, and this was just a small part of the turmoil for Detroit last season.
Now here's Anderson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Dedmon dishes to Mills. Passes it to Bertans. And play stops as it looks like they call him over the back here.
And that's his second foul already, and that's going to force him to tone down his aggression defensively.
And so Meeks nails both of them.
Steady work at the free throw line. Just what we're used to seeing out of him.
Dedmon kicks to Mills. To the middle, off the pick, and he bangs it home with one hand.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
And it's Augustine to top the key, and Cole Aldrich with the slam.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Three-pointer, and it is. It's good at the buzzer. Wow.
What a three at the horn as they end the quarter on a high note.
Couldn't agree more. That'll give them a nice little lift, I think, going into the next quarter.
Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Magic.
With the aggression they're showing early on, I mean, they're driving it to the hoop with authority and force.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
Dayton is out there with Evan Fournier, and there's Gordon, and it's Vucevic, and it's Green in at the power forward. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Magic. And the foul called on Daniel Green. That's his first foul. Leonard, he's checked in for San Antonio. Here's Payton. Out to the right wing. The 9-foot shot. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Vucevic has got the first basket of the second quarter for the Magic. Outside Leonard. The three. The rebound by Jeff Green.
A good look, though. I thought that was going to go down.
Yeah, the D, though, just enough to bother the rhythm on that one, Clark.
Bertans passes to
Talk about putting something extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, Clark, you know, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
I'm startled that he would even try something like that at this stage of the game.
And so here's Orlando after the basket by San Antonio. And Fournier kicks to Vucevic, and he gets the bucket.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
I like to call that stick-to-itiveness, Greg. Getting everything he possibly could out of that play. Nicely done.
Good call.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for Bertans, and Tony Parker is subbed in for Patty Mills.
And we've seen him do that before. Batter a defense by just exploding to the basket.
The Spurs have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. Orlando leading. Pass to Fournier. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Back to Payton. Shot clock at 6. Down low and stolen by Aldridge. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. Now here's Green. He's guarded closely. Aldridge dishes to Parker. The shot is good, and so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Spurs.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steal.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
Fournier's shot is off.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
And the Spurs last season became the first franchise to hire a female assistant coach. A big step, not just for the Spurs, but really for all of the NBA.
Parker passes to Leonard. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. And it's 7 points for Leonard. Clarky talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition of that.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, not even through the first half, and it's been one heck of a battle.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Well, Greg, we were just talking about the assistant that was hired was Becky Hammond, a phenomenal player for a very long time in the WNBA. And Clark, you know, you and I were talking about this before. She was a perfect candidate to become the first full-time female assistant.
Yeah, I agree with you, and it might not seem like that big a deal to some, but this was a big-time barrier breaker that the Spurs pulled off. He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block, but that one's going to count.
Z's checked in for Orlando. Here's Aldridge, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
And, guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
Well, it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
That is good, and the Spurs lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Vucevic. San Antonio's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Payton against Parker. Gasol a screen. Off the pick. No good. In and out. Off the rim.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Over to the wing. Pick by Vucevic. Gordon against Leonard. Gordon kicks to Vucevic. The rebound by the Spurs. last time they met was in San Antonio.
And the last time these teams met, it was a walk in the park, and everybody got in on the act. Their bench was spectacular in that win.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, the starters were extremely happy to get some rest and let the bench guys do the heavy lifting. Definitely a feel-good win for the team.
Here's Payton following the score by Tony Parker. Dishes it to Fournier. Picked by Vucevic. And Fournier kicks to Vucevic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fournier's shot is off. Spurs leading by 4. Green dishes to Parker. From deep. It's hauled in by Gordon. Gordon's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Here's Payton. The feed to Vucevic. Excellent D there from Parker.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Aldridge with a screen on Payton to the middle. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Cole Aldridge. He's checked in for Boots. He's checked in for Fournier. Payton. The Magic trail by. Always praised for his terrific. Always been fantastic. Over the past 2 seasons, he's
So many teams wanted him in this last free agency period. His ability to put points on the board.
Leonard kicks to Dedmon. Back to Leonard. Pass to Simmons. There's the dish to Parker. Feeds it to Simmons. 5 to shoot. To the inside. Dedmon. And he dunks it after the pick frees him up.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
Kicks to Meeks. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. And stolen by Aldridge. Left side, Leonard. Leonard draws the double to the paint, and out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
She's checked in for Orlando. San Antonio also making some changes. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Aldridge. Bertens comes in for Leonard. And it's Mills in for Tony Parker. Now here is Augustine, and it's blocked.
They've done their part. Here to run down a lot of missed shots. A solid rebounding effort.
Yeah, energy has been the difference, and they're fighting for every loose ball and giving as good as they get on the inside.
Second free throw, no good. Here's San Antonio. They're on a 19-7 run. Count that one. Mills has got 10.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Now here is Augustine. Six to shoot. Wide open. And the shot falls short this time.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Anderson outside. Elbow shot. There's the bucket. Good. And now it's an 11-point Spurs lead.
Playing smart offensively in the first half, no doubt about it.
Yeah, the numbers support it. I mean, they're shooting the much better percentage from the field so far.
He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in. Azanya's got his first 2 points of the night.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
A wide-open three. They need much better communication defensively.
And out of bounds is San Antonio. possession. Now that we have a moment, let's take a peek at the teams that are leading the league in blocks. Number 1, the Spurs.
You know, sometimes a team, Kevin, will have one guy who does a nice job blocking shots. Other times, a guy finds ways to get other players involved in shot blocking. Well, this team does it as a group. That's why they're the league's best in block shots.
Now, here's Anderson. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Dedmon's shot is off. 1:05 left now here in the second. Here's Azania. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
Green, he's checked in for San Antonio. Well, Clark, you follow international basketball so much, and Mauro Hezonja isn't a new name to you.
No, it's not, but I'm actually looking forward to seeing him do things in the NBA. Only played sparingly up until now, but the talent and skills he possesses, they get your attention.
Well, Hezonja has been playing as a pro since his 14th birthday.
Yeah, it happens that way in Europe.
Now here is Augustine. He kicks to Meeks. Down low. And that one's good by G. G's got his first 2 points.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Here's Mills. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Now here is Augustine. Fires from deep. No good. And here's Mills from the arc. No good on that last second attempt there. That'll do it for the first half. It's the Spurs. They lead by 13. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Thanks, Kevin. Coach Popovich, a strong first half for you. Was the up-tempo pace part of the game plan?
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith as a stellar first half for Tony Parker. He had 12 points, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And Shaq, what are your thoughts on how San Antonio... And now, folks, it's just about time for the third quarter to begin.
As we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. It's been a clinic from Tony Parker.
And really, all of a sudden, he's becoming their best distributor, doing a great job of orchestrating their offense.
Greg, typically that's not the role he usually plays, and I'm not sure how comfortable he is in it, but they've needed him to make some plays today, and he's been able to do it to his credit.
Here's who Greg Popovich is starting in the second half. Defensive-minded Green and Leonard are the wings. Pau Gasol is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge, and it's Parker in at the point. Here's Fournier. Kicks it out to Gordon. Payton against Green. Payton passes to Vucevic. From deep, Green. Kept alive Orlando. Another shot. Green with the block. And they'll keep possession. Fournier's shot is off.
You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle, and that's held true in this one so far.
And Clark, their effort on the glass has given them the advantage, but it's also been the effort in general that's made a difference.
And Tony Parker drops them both. The Magic trail by 15. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. The pass to Fournier. That's That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Payton's got his 4th assist in this one.
And this offense needed that one after 4 misses to start the half.
Now here's Green. 6 points for him. Vucevic with the block, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Vucevic. Here's Leonard. It's a 13-point game. And finished off by Gasol.
How about that? Breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk.
A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yes, indeed.
Now here's Green. He has 5. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Green, the screen. Fournier dishes to Vucevic. Gasol with the steal. Parker kicks to Gasol. They kick it out to Green. And he hits the jumper for 2. Green's got 8 points. Here's Payton.
Timeout on the court. Charge to Orlando.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. You look at Tony Parker. What a contribution.
He's in one heck of a groove with the scoring. They're going to talk it over and try to figure out how to slow him down.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Scott Skiles said to his team. He made it clear that their offense needed to run through Vucevic. Coach is looking for him to take on a lot of responsibility when they've got the ball, to be a leader at the offensive end. Clearly, some adjustments there had to be made because the time left for a comeback is quickly running out. Kevin, over to you.
Thanks, Doris.
And as good as Vucevic is on offense, guys, he's doing everything he can to catch up on his defense. Huge size and wingspan works to his advantage, although the subpar athleticism hinders him a bit. But, for example, he's averaged less than 1 block per game for his career, mostly because even though he's a 7-footer, he plays well below the rim.
Gasol, and another basket for San Antonio.
No hesitation when he saw the space the D was giving him. That's 2.
Payton, right side, tries from 10. Green with the block. That's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Fournier for 3. That's good. Fournier's got 9. Well, and to Vucevic's point, big problem throughout his career, Clark, has been getting into foul trouble.
Yeah, it's tough. He's aggressive and sometimes out of position. Coaches are asking him to be aggressive, but he has to learn how to do that without fouling. That's the next step in his progression, and some of it is anticipation, so you're not in position to foul. Well, how about LaMarcus Aldridge in this one? 12 points and 2 steals. It's been a really complete performance for him today.
And Clark, he's made a huge impact at both ends of the floor.
Can you believe the job they're doing at the foul line since halftime? I mean, they've been perfect so far.
Yeah, as cool as can be, Clark. Great focus and efficiency. That's how they built this lead.
Here's Fournier. The shot misses. Gasol with the defensive effort.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's cost him.
And he gets it to go. And that's 11 points for Kawhi Leonard.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
Fournier passes to Payton. And they double up Payton. Green dishes to Fournier. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Fournier's got 11.
Wow, has he flipped a switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
Leonard, that's for 2. Again, the Spurs, good for 2.
Sound offensively. Really no other way to put it here in the second half.
There's really no comparison between the teams in terms of the way they've both shot the ball since the break.
Here's Parker. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for San Antonio.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition. You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
Parker against Payton. There's a screen. Here's Fournier, guarded by Green. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep three-point range, and Nikola Vucevic is going to pick up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Z's checked in for Gordon. And San Antonio also making a switch. Simmons is checked in. It's stolen by Vucevic. Here's Fournier. Misses from short range. San Antonio leading by 22. Spurs working the ball around now. Parker kicks to Simmons. And good off the lead pass that time. Simmons got 5 points so far.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
And really, there is no resistance defensively right now. It is just far too easy.
Well, we all know how loud NBA arenas can get. I mean, last season there were some accusations thrown around that it wasn't all organic. I mean, some players felt as if some of the NBA crowd noise was artificial.
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Cole Aldrich, he's checked in for Vucevic. Hezonja comes in for Jeff Green. Jody Meeks, he's checked in for Evan Fournier. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Elfrid Payton. Now here is Augustine. Shot clock at 6. Stolen by Anderson. Ahead, here's Simmons. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. We get a moment now to view the league's stingiest defenses. 4th, the Magic.
This is a team that takes pride on the defensive side of the floor. I mean, they play hard and they play together. They are a tough group to score on.
Some heavy accusations about artificial noise being pumped in last year. We've seen the issue in the NFL, talked about now in the NBA. Seeing it in other sports, there's a case. That maybe the NBA's got to deal with this.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. I know some stadiums, it might feel like there is extra noise being pumped in. And listen, there are a lot of fan bases that we have that are just flat out loud. I mean, it can be electric. But having said that, I don't think we want to have the artificial noise being pumped in. I think it does the game a disservice.
Spurs leading by 23. Anderson passes to Mills. He feeds it to Dedmon. Anderson dishes to Mills. Low block shot on the way. Here's Dedmon. And Aldrich sends it back. And they get it back. Boom! He jams it straight down. Orlando's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Now here is Augustine. Covered by Mills. They set the pick. Here's Hezonja. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Hezonja's got 6. San Antonio's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Mills with it. He's got 12. Anderson kicks to Mills. He dishes it to Simmons. Just 5 to shoot. And that one's good. Simmons got 6 points in the quarter.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Here's Hezonja. He has 6. From 10 feet out, it's Dedmon with the rebound. Dedmon's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. They're really pushing them around. Straight bully ball.
A three-pointer, no good.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you've got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
Yeah, you can see he's still in rhythm, even though he misses that one. Almost always deadly when he's that open.
Aldridge, that's in. Augustine with the assist. Aldridge has got his third basket of the night.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
Mills passes to Dedmon. No good. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. Passes to Z. Rebound San Antonio. Simmons got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And Mills kicks to Dedmon. Augustine with the steal. Inside. And boy, that... look like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
The Magic making a switch here. She's checked in. Anderson, a screen on Augustine. To the inside. Pass to Bertens. Shot clock at 6. Off target from three-point range. The Magic trail by 20. Meeks inside the three-point line. Releases from the wing and drills it. Meeks got 9.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passes.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And Simmons kicks to Mills. Bangs home the trifecta. He's got 15.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
Augustine, no luck. Shot from free throw range. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. It's the Spurs. Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Well, Orlando shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. So on the floor for Orlando, we've got Aaron Gordon. Green is out there with Vucevic. Then it's Evan Fournier. And it's Payton in at the point. Now here's Anderson. Following the miss by Aaron Gordon. Leonard, no luck. Here's Fournier. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so we will go to the line. A three-point play chance here.
And one thing about Nikola Vucevic, he owns the boards. Posted a top 10 double-digit average in each of the past 3 seasons. Plus, he's equally adept on both the offensive and defensive glass.
Now here's Gasol. Here's Aldridge. Great D that time from Vucevic. The Magic trail by 18. Fournier for 3. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Payton's got 5 assists in the game. Well, Greg, you were talking about watching Vucevic. He doesn't have the athleticism to beat people to the ball on rebounds, but Clark, he does have an exceptional, ability to box out well. He's got that long reach. He can make steals.
Good technique, really great size, and a hunger to chase down the rebound, so you don't have to jump high to rebound effectively. As a matter of fact, Kevin, most outstanding rebounders are not high risers. They're quick jumpers, they're strong, and they pursue the pumpkin.
That's a good point. Now here's Gordon, following the miss by LaMarcus Aldridge. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Here's Fournier and Gasol. Sends it back. And they get it back. Vucevic with the bucket.
Boy, they're doing a nice job, a really good job of getting second chances here. And that's a great way to cut into that lead. I mean, nothing is more demoralizing to a defense than putbacks.
That's good. And that's now 18 points for Tony Parker.
And such a steady hand. I mean, he's one of those guys that's really allowed them to take the lead.
Well, he's just so reliable and dependable and consistent, especially here today. I mean, his shooting percentage is off the charts.
Here's Fournier following the score by Tony Parker. Clock at 6. Here's Fournier. And Orlando again with the bucket.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Outside Gasol. From the top of the key. It's hauled in by Gordon.
You know what? You just cannot get much better of a look than that one.
Exactly. I mean, no way you expect him to miss that shot.
Now here's Payton. Fournier dishes to Vucevic. Outside Gordon. Here's Fournier, guarded by Green. Fournier's shot is off.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face. Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
Takes it from 10. Misses off the left iron. San Antonio leading by 13. And then Leonard with the dunk.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
And it's Vucevic missing. For San Antonio, they've gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Leonard, the pass to Gasol. Inside, Aldridge. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. 16 points for LaMarcus Aldridge.
Running it right down their throats. 3 straight buckets in transition.
Yeah, and they're paying the price right now for the lackluster defense. For me, that's inexcusable. I like it. I like it. He broke out the fancy finish there.
Spurs have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Gasol kicks to Green. Pass to Parker. Orlando grabs the miss.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them.
And for Aaron Gordon, so much fanfare entering the 2014 draft, selected 4th overall, which was actually a couple of slots higher, I think, Greg, than many experts thought.
Now, I agree, and, you know, a lot of people obviously liked him, but Orlando clearly loved him and had very high hopes for this young man. And, of course, the injured foot, only 11 games a season ago, and never really got back on track.
So it's the Spurs now, 11-point game. Parker dishes to Gasol. Leonard against Gordon.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And, Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside. And, you know, getting back to Aaron Gordon, his defense is really what had scouts most excited. He has the rare combination of strength, lateral quickness, and ups to defend multiple positions.
And talking about Aaron Gordon, everyone knew coming in that he was kind of unrefined. You're betting on his upside and hoping that he develops a consistent shot. And, boy, if he does, you're talking about a guy who can become a perennial all-star. Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
And the dunk by Aldridge.
Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
The Magic trail by 14. Payton drives in. That drops.
He's got to quit while he's ahead, Kev. It worked that last time, but that's an invitation for a turnover.
The Spurs have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth, and even 50%. Aldridge a screen. Parker outside. Outside, Green. Lets it go with a three. But they'll get another chance. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Gordon kicks to Payton. Dishes it to Vucevic. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Payton's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one.
Really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, at least at the offensive end.
Now here's Leonard. Shoots from 12. Another one falls for San Antonio.
I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feeling.
To the paint, here's Green, and there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
Jody Meeks, he's checked in for the Magic.
Yeah, it looks like he saw some things out there that need to be adjusted, and he's going to take a break here and talk it over.
Hey, you know, coaches sometimes need a break in the action to rethink and retool a bit. Anytime you're in that situation, it makes sense to use the timeout.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Kevin, Greg Popovich was just going over the plan with his team. He was absolutely adamant, saying, don't let them off the hook. Let's keep our foot on the pedal and keep doing the things that have gotten us here this far. We're almost home.
And now running it up the court, Green pushing it all the way. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
You've really got to be exactly on the same page to connect on that long alley-oop.
And even then, it's a tough play.
I tell you what, the pass and the catch were both next to impossible.
Now, here's Vucevic, and Gasol sends it back. Now the feed to Parker. The shot no good. And Orlando the other way now. Payton kicks to Meeks. Another miss by Orlando.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Fellas, that two-hand monster slam was vicious.
I don't think there was anyone, and I mean anyone, that could have stopped him on that one.
I tell you what, I'm glad they didn't try, because somebody might have got their feelings hurt.
Now here's Payton. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Looking at the numbers for Vucevic, 19 points and 2 blocks.
And we really just need to take a second to appreciate all-around effort he's put out there today.
Well, the numbers paint the picture, and he has been what we call in my vernacular, you know where I'm going here, guys, stat sheet stuffer supreme.
Oh, supreme. So that takes it to a whole another level when you get supreme in terms of your stat sheet.
And Kelloggese, right? And
yes.
Kelloggese. The open shot, Aldridge. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 5 assists tonight. Payton against Parker. Payton passes to Vucevic. Green, the screen. And Vucevic kicks to Payton. 6 on the shot clock. And it's sent back by Aldridge.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how. You protect the rim. And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for San Antonio.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, Clark, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Well, it's more than luck, Kevin. I think the shot selection was good, too.
And the strong effort here will convert into what will be their 50th win on the season.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief 2-gamer.
I tell you what, Greg, no matter how brief it is, anytime you can get a season series sweep, you're happy.
And one of the league's truly special talents making his mark. Once again, another great performance for Leonard. He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Here's Simmons, the dish to Mills. Deep 2 from Anderson. Another one falls for San Antonio.
Nice pass there to set that bucket up.
And that's 10 of their last 12 points that have come off assists.
The pass to Hazania. Shot on the wing. 51 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. No good from Simmons.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
Augustine dishes to G, and it's blocked. In transition, here come the Spurs. Oh, that's... blocked. And here's Augustine. Here's G. The basket is good. The assist.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
Now Mills. Clock at 6. This one for 3, and that one's good.
The fans already heading for the exits, clearly not pleased with the way things turned out today.
Well, Greg, this was a well-deserved win. I mean, they came into this building and acted like it was their home turf. I mean, they were the ones calling the shots and controlling everything.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is.
Well, Marcus...
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Hey y'all, Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Kawhi Leonard. During the second half, it seemed like he was simply on a mission. Really didn't let up.
He was dead on from the field tonight, guys. I'd call this...
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For